Hi, you beautiful, amazing, wonderful souls. This is going to be a reading for PTSD, complex PTSD. Should really resonate if you suffer. Thank you so much for clicking on the channel. I got guided today to do another reading for you guys, and I know it's been about 2 months. I did it at the beginning of fall, right? And so now we're basically on the last stretch. The winter season will be here in a month, and I have been picking up on I know the last couple of weeks have been kind of crazy, chaotic with the energy. And then this morning I actually woke up almost in a state of panic. And I wasn't really sure where that was coming from, because that hasn't happened to me in quite some time. So what I tend to be getting right now is that there's a lot of uncertainty. I'm getting that there is several of you that have basically stepped in and did something completely different than what you normally do. Instead of reacting away to a trigger that you normally react to that trigger that way, you've done something else. And I'm also picking up that while everything was going on, especially here in the United States, we just had Thanksgiving the other day, that you were very much in the moment. You were very much, how's the best way from, it's like you thought before about how you wanted to change things, different steps that you wanted to take when you were being triggered. And then this past holiday season came on us and you kind of got wrapped up, you know. I know for me it tends to be, you know, you're very much in the moment, getting things done, taking actions with the family and everything, gathering. But somehow I'm picking up that your actions were basically creating new cycles. Like you interjected and you're like, now we're going to do it this way. But I'm sensing that you did it without even realizing that you did it. And some of you are probably reflecting back on those new action steps that you have taken. And then that's where a lot of your anxiety and a lot of your panic are coming from, because you're used to knowing, right? You're used to knowing what's pretty much going to happen from your actions, because your actions have always been trained on your triggers. But now this is different, so you could be kind of almost like you took a giant leap of faith, but you didn't realize you took a giant leap of faith, and now you're kind of like, that's kind of what I'm getting. And some of you are actually very anxious about it and nervous. Some of you are very proud of yourselves, and I would, if you have done something to change the cycles, just help with your healing. Like, even if you view it as a mistake, it's not a mistake. It's like amazingly beautiful. You're breaking this cycle. You don't know, and so you did. You took an action step. That's what I'm getting, and it's amazing. You might not feel like you're very happy with it right this second, but I'm hearing it's amazing, and we're fixing to pull these cards. So, okay. One more shuffle. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so yes, what I got is, this is the current, um, like all the cards represent you, but this currently represents you and where you're at right now. And so whatever you did, it was divinely guided. You were divinely guided. In whatever way you believe, you were guided. And if you were led here, so you can get like, oh, I just really would like to know, this is meant to be something to bring you clarity, something to bring you understanding, and to also bring you comfort. Because if it's resonating with you, it should make you breathe a little bit easier. It should help you be able to focus and clear things out. But whatever you did do, just know that it was a beautiful thing. It came from a childhood innocence kind of aspect. Like when you see children and they're learning how to live this world, they're learning how to treat everybody, they're learning how to treat themselves, and all of their steps and almost all of their actions are very pure and innocent, because they're still their action steps stem from a place of love from themselves. It's so innocent, it's so pure. So whatever it was that this action you took, it's a beautiful thing. It came from a place of innocence. If you're worried that if it was mean, if it was vindictive, it was none of those things. Like, this was honestly for you, and you deserve to take it. And although, yes, very much right now, you're probably feeling very, very vulnerable, but you are so worth it. Like, I know especially at the beginning of the illness, especially for me, especially when I started coming to terms, like, okay, I have this, I'm not sure why I have this. I already knew that, the stuff I went through was messed up, but then it was just like more and more, and you feel very weak, and you feel very much attackable and like easy prey. But you are not the easy prey. There was a reason for all of this, but you are not easy. You are not the easy prey. You are the predator. But right now, it's the stillness that's from that action step you took. That stillness that's driving you crazy, right? It would drive me crazy. Just know that there is so much work being done underneath. Like, you can't see everything that is being done. But you're making amazing bounds. And you are this wolf. Go with your instinct. That is exactly how you took those action steps earlier, was by instinct. Now, from Father Source, we have the Green Man Synergy. And so, and especially with this communion card, and if you are here and you are watching this video and it does resonate, this is quite amazing. What it's speaking to me is that you're actually going through your healing process. You've chosen to go through the healing process, even if you're going through this healing process. But with the communion card and with the green card synergy, it's speaking of you getting synchronicities. It's speaking of you might have been thinking about something from your past, and then you see or hear or experience something that might not have anything to do with what you were thinking about your past. It's just the significance of the other energies in it and how they all connect. And the more you put those together, like, okay, so we're doing a PTSD reading, right? Okay, so to kind of give you an example of this, when I first was really becoming aware of my gifts, during my healing process, I had something came back. from my childhood, and it was I was sitting in a car and I was being talked to, and I was being told that if you love somebody, you believe them no matter what. So, say for instance, if a husband loved his wife and she came in and said the sky is purple, even though he knows it's blue, he's going to believe that the sky is purple, because if he loved her, he'd believe her. And I got told at that point in time, those tires on that car are green. And I was not allowed to leave the vehicle that I was in until I agreed that those black tires on this other car were green. And I know it sounds so completely insignificant because we're talking about tires, right? Like tires. And but I remembered that. I never remembered that happening until it just hit me. And then I was coming home from the grocery store, and I'm still thinking to myself, like, that couldn't have been real, because it sounds so stupid to me. Like, not being able to leave a vehicle until I agree that these tires on this other vehicle are green. And then I'll be damned if I didn't drive by a tire that was painted green and turned into a planter. And it was before plants had been put into it. It was on the way back to my house, so it wasn't there. Somebody had just went and put it out. And it really kind of smacked me in the face then, like, is this really happening? And that's what I feel like you guys are getting. You guys are getting a bunch of those moments. You're getting a bunch of new memories that you're just like, that can't be real. And then boom, something else happens that goes, maybe it's real. And if that is happening to you, and like I said, if this resonates, amazing. If it doesn't, then you should probably stop watching now. Because if you are watching this video and you've been led here and you're going through this and you've had a lot of trauma in your life and you're experiencing these crazy memories, some from horrific to extremely traumatic to some that don't even seem like they would make a, like, what is that? And you don't realize that that was all part of the brainwashing to get you to this part, right? To get you to where you believed, you're, you know, being manipulated. And now all of that is healing and all of that is clearing away, because you are, the more you release of the hurt, the more room it makes for the things that are truly you. And you are very much becoming awakened to your gifts, this shaman, this ancient healing wisdom. And if what I'm saying is really sparking with you and you're just kind of like, this is crazy, but I think it's making sense, you should know that there's a lot of self-sacrifice that goes into being this pure vessel to help others heal. And it's amazing and it's beautiful. And at first, to achieve it, it's very selfish, and or it can be perceived as selfish. It's not selfish in any way, shape, or form, but to heal yourself so that way you can step out and heal others. And you're at this part. You're like, I'm tired of being hurt. I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of feeling that way. And you somehow are setting your attentions to doing all this. And now that you've made it this far along, your actions are starting to reflect this healed person that you are, your true healed, healthy, happy self. And you're going through these steps now, and the more you keep going through, the more you're going to receive this synergy, the more you're going to receive these synchronicities, and the more you are really going to be becoming aware of energies that you can sense and things that you can do and things that you know. You mean you have no way of knowing this, but you know it. And it is, right, whatever it is that you have done, it's very... I know this is the volcano card and everything, but the only thing that's really screaming out to me, and this is from all the other spirits, is major change. Major, major change, major shifting change. Whatever you did, you took the first step into manifesting a life for you. And now it's kind of created this explosion because the energies met. Like, here's the same old energy and you normally go along with it, but all of a sudden you did something different, and you very much. And so what you are being guided to do is to stand in your power, stand vigilant, stand in your truth. This doesn't mean you have to speak to anybody. This doesn't mean that you have to, it just means that you're standing in your truth because of this volcano, this explosion energy that you had come out. And then you're also becoming aware of these gifts. And the more that you are going through this, right? You've got the eagle for communion, the green man for synergy, and the shaman, which tells me also that you are really, really starting to hear, and you're really starting to see. That's all you need to do. Pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to anything else. You are always at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. And right now is your time. The wheel has shifted. You have chosen to heal, so there is no stopping it. There's not, people can try to interfere. People can ram ships into those rocks. But remember what I told you. You are not the weak. You are not the prey. You are the predator. And these rocks will take a fucking ship out. I'm just saying, excuse my French, but that's what I'm saying. Because what you have is this new moon, this promise that you made yourself. No one else made this for you. This is your promise to you, you made, and it is coming to you. But a lot of it is going to be veiled because you're not going to know. As you're going through this process, especially at the beginning, you just don't know. And that is the scary part. So be very nurturing to yourself right now. If you're tired, rest. If you're hungry, eat. If you feel like taking a bath, take a bath. If you feel like going walking, go for a walk. Speak kind words to yourself. Because this new beginning is happening. It's happening. And it's going to be effortless. And it is divine. It's by source. Just go with the flow and stay grounded. And maybe this was a wake-up call. Like if you're watching this video and it's resonating with the communion eagle, the synergy green man, and the ancient healing wisdom shaman card, if you're here at this video and you're new, you know, and new to this happening, it's really quite trippy. And just get in it. Like, get in it. It will help you release so much. It is extremely purifying. You will breathe easier. You will breathe so much easier, and that's a big thing, especially with panic and anxiety. Breathing is amazing. And that is your reading for this last leg of the fall season here in 2018. And I will be doing another video for you guys here shortly for the winter season coming up. And if you are experiencing receiving weird messages and memories, and you honestly don't have anybody to talk to about it, my email address is below, and you can shoot me an email and I will get back with you. Because if if you are awakening to this in you, and you don't have anybody to talk to about it, I'm here, just so you know. But that is all I have for you guys today. I hope that the rest of your weekend and the rest of this fall is amazing for you, because I know I'm very proud of you and what you've done. And maybe that refers to me too. Like, let me reflect and see what did I do that was new and different. I know I did a bunch of new stuff that was different, but it was really more non-movement and non-action. That was my big change. Instead of taking action, I just kind of took non-action and just kind of was like, I'm laying back. I'm going to take a nap. So much love to you guys. Also, if you do want a personal reading, I am now offering that open to the public. And there is also a booking link before. But if to do that, and I will be adding different services to that booking. Right now, I just have one. So if you are experiencing what I call, oh, am I going crazy because I'm hearing this and seeing this and everything's just kind of, reach out to somebody. There's a huge community of it. But with CPTSD and awakening to your gifts, if you don't have anybody and you are at this video right now, then shoot me an email and I will listen to all that you have to say and answer any questions that I can. So, love you guys. Bye.